Go. Oh, there. Aha. Yay. All right. So tonight we're going to be doing the flip-flop kit. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love this kit. This is my favorite so far.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta turn my sound down. Okay, so I finally figured out how to get it in front of me so I can actually see what y'all are saying. Woohoo! Okay, so this kit came with this sign. This sign is in my shop. And then, here's the ribbons. So we have pink and white, yellow with the pink and green. This one is my favorite. Here, I'll show you. You get a whole roll of this one. This is my favorite. I love this one. It's so cute. Okay, and then, of course, flip-flops. Because it's a flip-flop kit. So you have enough to do 12-inch tails around the whole thing and still have enough for a bow. And then you get a pink and a yellow mesh, and this is jute mesh. So it's striped jute mesh, and it's very thick. Alright, so I cut it at 30 inches. You see, it's thick. So I'll show you. Look how thick it is. See, if you look through it, you see how thick that is? So it's very nice. Very nice mesh. This is my favorite. People are always asking me what my favorite is. This is it. This is my favorite. So I've already cut most of them up. I just wanted to cut that one. We're using a 15-inch yellow work wreath. So how are y'all doing tonight? Alright, so let me zoom in. There we go. Now I'll be able to see what y'all see, because I finally figured out how to get it on my TV. Alright. So I like to open these up so that I don't have to try to open them while I am working on my ruffles. Okay. So hopefully everybody has gotten their kit. If not, it's probably going to be there tomorrow. The mail is so much slower now. Usually things would be like there like that, but not now. Alright, so you lay it flat, just like this. And you're going to move your fingers up. See, what I'm doing is I'm using these fingers to kind of pull it in. So you can see there is going to be some where it's going to go dip in and out on the sides. That's normal. If it's not perfectly straight, don't feel like you didn't do it right, because you did. Okay. So we'll tie it on. Spread it out. Then we'll do the pink. This one, I believe, is sold out. I do have one kit in my shop right now, and it's this one. This is what's in my shop right now. And it has a red mesh with the white stripe on the edge. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so we just go straight up the center. You see how having something heavy at the end helps it from not doing that little loveliness it wants to do, where it's kind of jerking from side to side. That makes that tough. But if you put something heavy down, it really helps. Okay, so spread it out like this. You pull both of them up like this, and then they'll naturally curl in with each other. You see? Okay. Then we'll go ahead and put the ribbons on. Okay. So I just take my ribbons, fold it in half, and then to pinch it, I'm just pushing it together like that. Okay? And then I just kind of fold them over like this. Make a little birdie. I'll tie it off 3 good times. Now, if you think it enhances the wreath, you can leave those like that. In some, it does, and in some, it doesn't. Otherwise, you can trim it off and tuck it under. Like that. See, look how cute those are together. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. You would not believe how much time I spend putting these kits together. Oh. You can't see? Okay. We'll see if you can see now. It's a little bit more. Okay. So you take them, you just place them down. Tie it off 3 good times. Take the excess off. Then you're going to pull them. In this case, I want to make sure that I can see my flip-flops, so I'll watch how I'm pulling them. Just like that. Okay, then we'll do 2 more. Is that close enough now, or do you need a little bit more? Oh yay, I'm so glad your kid arrived today. Okay. So right up the center. Oh, you know what? That might be why you can't see very well. See, now that I have it on the TV, I can see a little better. Okay, so I just pull it right up using my fingers. This. So when I'm done, it looks like a bow tie. See it? Oh, and I did the pink first. I should have done the yellow, but that's okay. We'll just place it here. And then we'll do yellow on the other side. Alright, so you see how I just pull it up? And when you pull both of them, those curls, those little waves are naturally going to butt against each other. Okay. Woo, these colors are bright, aren't they? Alright, so straight up the center, just like this. All I'm doing is letting my hands, so I'm kind of pushing with my thumbs. Right here, I push with my thumbs and I pull back with my fingers. So push, pull, just like that. And having this thing on the end, something heavy, really helps a lot. Alright. So we just take it, pull it out, like that. You see how, what that does is that covers that center. So that it won't, you won't see the frame. Alright, so take it, take our ribbon, fold it in half, and then pinch. All I'm doing is pinching it in the center and pulling down on the ribbon. And we just place it in, tie it off. Yes, we like to see the picture. If you have pictures of ones you've done, make sure that you either email them to me or join my free Facebook group that's called Hardworking Mom Everyday Craft Dreamer. No, this is not a pancake wreath. This is just a plain ruffle wreath. So with the pancake wreath, what you do is you take it and you pull the ruffle across so that it doesn't stick up like this. But you can do that with this. If you have a door that won't take a fuller wreath, then absolutely you can do the same thing. Okay. Okay. Alright, so lay it flat. I do think I am going to have some ribbon sets for this. So, I'll try to get them listed in the morning. I don't usually list them until I make sure that everybody has gotten their kit. Just in case I need to replace one. Okay? So we ruffled, we tie, we spread out, just like that. And we put our ribbon in. So take the ribbon. All I'm doing is folding it in half and creasing it where the fold is. And then I know where to pinch. Then, I love bright colors. And the light does make it look a little bit brighter than it is. It's just the lighting. So, yeah. Here, I'll show you. So this is how it really looks. So you can kind of see what the colors are a little bit better. So I have the table lit very well so you can see what I'm doing. It kind of distorts the colors a little bit. The Facebook group name is Hardworking Mom Everyday Craft Dreamers. And it's a great community because you can put your projects in there. There's a banner contest, so if you post in the banner contest and you win, you get to be on the banner for the month. So your wreath or your project, whatever it is. It's fun. We just support each other. It's a positive group. We don't allow negativity. We want only positive vibes. Right? Hey, Willie. Alright. So, fold over. Like that. Place it in. This one actually doesn't have a tongue though, so I'll just tuck it. Okay. And you see how I'm spreading it out so you can see the flip-flop? Okay. That's right. No negativity. Yes. So Karen asked if you can make a poof wreath with 10-inch mesh and an 18-inch frame. Yes, you can. You will have to be careful that you don't make your poofs too large. So this is a 15-inch frame. So there's usually some left when you use a 15-inch frame. So you just have to be careful. You don't want your loops larger than maybe 10 inches. But yes, you can. Okay. Let's put this one in, then we'll put our ribbons in. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry if you spell my name wrong. Y'all, my grandmother, both my grandmothers have passed now, but one of my grandmothers never called me Lori. She always called me Laurie, and she spelled my name that way too. So, it's totally fine. Doesn't bother me at all. Okay, there we go. Okay. What about making a wreath with positive vibes only? Hey, that's a good idea. I like that. Holy cow, 105 today? That's just ridiculous. It's getting warm here, like high 80s, but it's not, we're not in the hundreds yet. That is craziness. Did you, Faye? Post it in our group so we get to see it, Faye. Faye made her first sign today. Johnny made her first sign too. And it's so cute. Y'all are rocking it with the signs. We love signs. Don't we, Beth? As a matter of fact, Bella and my father and I made a whole bunch of signs today. We're working on the blueberry kit and the ladybug kit. So we were making signs all day. We have a set process we follow now. We've done so many. $63 in Canada. Yep, summer's coming. Honestly, it does not take me long at all to cut it. And part of it's just because I've been doing it a long time, but it takes me maybe 15 minutes to get everything ready before I go on. So it does not take very long. Hey, Georgia. Okay. Oh no, whether it has multiple personalities, that's not good. So this is the last one. So when I put this one in, I have to ruffle it on both sides. Okay, so that side, and it will mess up the ribbon on this side, and that's okay. I will fix it. There we go. Okay. You're always going to have to retouch your ribbons. Just kind of how it goes. Yeah, we're learning to do it in my design group. We sure are. That's why you see so many of my cubbies are making the signs now. Yep, I tell you where I got my supplies and everything. So. How do I decide how many ribbons to use? So that's really just a personal preference, how you want it to look. But I generally use 2 in each tie. That's just kind of how I like it to look. But that doesn't mean you have to do that. You can do none, 1, you can do 3. I wouldn't do more than 3. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the top. Okay. So I like to open them, that way I don't have to mess with them when I'm putting the stuff in. Alright. So I like alternating, but you could also do one color on the bottom and one color on the top. That also looks really cool. Oh, I love Pam and I love Three Bird. Okay. My group gets discounts to both of those. And of course mine. Okay. So So I put it on. Now when I put this one on, let me turn it around here so you can see. Let's do this one and then I'll show you. Oh, how fun, an apple wreath. Is your daughter a teacher? Oh, I'm so excited you made your first ruffle. Yay! Liv got hers. Okay. So we ruffle it just like we do on the bottom, but this is what I want you to see. One is when you ruffle it, it keeps it from falling inside. So you see how it wants to kind of fall inside here? Well, ruffling it up against each other will help it from kind of falling into the center. The other thing is you want to make sure that you kind of pull the bottom out again, because it will tend to get stuck underneath that and squash it. So go back and do that. It really helps to make it look better. Oh. It's actually jute mesh. It's a faux jute mesh, so it doesn't have any burlap in it, but it has the stiffness of the jute. So it's all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. I crisscross on the top. You see how it wants to fall in to the center? That's why you do that ruffle. Okay, let's do that ribbon. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Yes, I just ordered some metal hole punches, so as soon as they come in, I will relist them. They went pretty fast, so I ordered a little bit more this time. Alright, so we're going to do the crisscross. And the great thing is it'll help us to see our cute little flip-flops. Flip-flops are my mother-in-law's favorite thing, so I was thinking about her when I was putting this together. I'm so glad you've learned to make great wreaths, because that's why I do it. I love to teach. That's like my favorite thing. And it's funny because I wanted to be a teacher at one time, but I was going to teach accounting because I'm a CPA. But I found that teaching wreaths and business is a whole lot more fun. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so pull it up. You see how it immediately pulls it up and doesn't allow it to sink down in the center. Okay. Yes, no sneezing, exactly. Because that other stuff always makes me sneeze, but this one doesn't. So it's a faux burlap, which is much better. Right? My husband and my boys are in there watching War of the Worlds or something like that. One of those action things, which is good. It's good for them to have daddy time. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I've been making wreaths forever. Probably 20 years. But I've actually been on here and teaching it and stuff like that for about 5. So about 5 years. I've been doing it about 5 years. Where I actually like sold some. The other ones I just gave away. I was just giving them to family. Yeah, it's hot here too. Hot, hot, and hot. And I'm hot-natured. Well, I didn't used to be, but now I am. So, lovely hormones. What can you say? That's what happens as you get older, right? All right. So if you mean the design class, or do you mean this, Linda? She's asking how long class lasts. So when I do classes in my group, they last a little over an hour, but I take a little bit more time, you know, explaining things and saying why I do what and things like that. And I talk about different ways that they could, you know, explain or show how to people why they would want to purchase it, or different ways they could hang it and things like that. So it's usually an hour, hour and a half. And they're all recorded, so you can always watch them later. But we have Bow Sunday, which is my favorite. Of course you can. You can make a wreath. Okay. You know, it's just practice. It just takes practice. Just takes practice and patience. Because in the beginning, you get frustrated, but it gets so much better. We are putting the blueberry kit together this weekend. So hopefully it will be going out Monday. Before this, my dad and I were making signs. We made a ton of signs. Well, we made the signs for the blueberry kit. So tomorrow we're going to be working on the ribbons, getting the boxes together. My dad is the official box maker. He makes all the boxes. How many are in a class? Well, usually there's like 20 to 40 people in the class. A lot of people watch it later, but there's something like that. One is live and one is a Zoom, so it's twice a week. Last night we did. So it's Thursday nights and Sundays, Sunday afternoon. Last night we did florals. We did some florals. Oh, awesome. Well, then you need some wreath therapy. And thank you for what you're doing. I worked in hospitals for years. I was a CFO and COO, and I can tell you, I have some serious respect for nurses, and doctors, and CNAs, because that is hard work right there. Pandemic or not. I was surprised kind of how some people are when they get to the hospital. That is definitely a job that takes patience. Yes, so there is some left of both of the 10-inch rolls. So what you could do is save it, and then you can use your leftovers and do multicolors. Which I was trying to save some of mine so we could do something like that soon. So I thought it'd be fun. We can make like a happy birthday wreath or a, you know, maybe over the rainbow or something like that. We can use all our colors. Okay, so that's the last two. You see how full it is? Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, how was it? They liked it. Okay. Thank you, Shatina. That was so sweet. Okay. So just clip it off. And here, I like to put the larger ones in the center and the smaller ones on the side. Oh, thank you, Christy. I'm so glad you're learning. Okay. So last one. Okay. So when I make wreaths, I tend to make them pretty full. But if you have someone who wants something that's going to go behind a screen door, you really need to use those Dollar Tree frames, because these frames tend to elevate everything. So you can see how full it is. Awesome! All right. We'll put it aside. Do I do online classes? I do. That's what the Zoom calls are. Do you mean like separate? No, I haven't done that. Ooh, I don't know what my husband's watching, but it's like dramatic music in there. Okay. Get our bow maker out. Woo. Well, thank you. I love you back. Okay. Y'all, I'm hot. Sometimes Mama's iPad doesn't work very well. I really need to get her a new one. It takes a while for her to come on sometimes. Okay, so if you do, let me pull this up a little. If you do 12-inch loops, 12-inch tails, then you should have at least 2 yards left of 3 of them, and of course 7 yards left of 1 of them to make a bow. So you do have enough to make a bow. So I'll just start off by starting with a small tail about 8 inches. I'll place it in. And it works best if you run your hands under it to get it to curl. Alright, so we'll go 6 inches. Now remember, you don't have to have a bow maker to do this. I like bow makers because they hold it for me and I don't have to hold it in my hand. So you go to the 6, and in the center, you're going to twist it. Okay? You go to the other 6, and one thing you can do is put your finger where the 6 is, and then when you get inside there, twist it. Just like that. So if you have trouble with your hands or your ribbon moves, that's what I say. That's what works. Hi, Sweet Bee. Okay. See, and I had leftover. So if you have 2 yards, you can get 2 loops with 6 inches, 2 6-inch loops. Right there. So when I do these kits, I calculate out how much you need for everything. Alright, let's do the 1.5 inch next. I love this one. You hear that crinkly? Usually when you have the crinkly, it's good ribbon. And it curls nice. Okay. So we're just going to do one loop with this, so we'll actually have some left over. So I just kind of get it the same size. You could have longer tails with this if you want to curl them. And I will do that with the last one, but I'm not going to curl this one. So see, you have enough to do another loop with another bow. Okay. All right, now we're going to do, so we're going to do the flip-flops. The flip-flops have a pattern. So this is important. When you are doing something with a pattern, you don't want to twist, and I'm going to show you why. So if you take it and you get here and you twist it, and you come back and you twist it, then your flip-flops are going to be all odd. They're not going to be like sync. The kits are always $42. The shipping usually runs around $10 or something like that. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, I put free shipping for orders over $100 in my shop. So, because I have people that order 2 kits a lot, and so I instituted free shipping with over 100. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 6 inches. So what you can do is take your pinched place where you're going to start your loop, go to the 0 on your little measuring, your mat, go to the 12, just hold your finger where the 12 is, pinch it. So that's 6 inches. Okay? So I'm not going to twist it, okay? I'm just going to stick it in my hand like that. So on this side, I have to come across to get the pretty side. I'll pull them up in the middle just to make sure they match. It's 42. Okay. Oh, for the classes, yeah, they're on special right now. So I do the same thing here. All I do is go under because the pretty side's up, and when I get to my thumb and my finger, I just stick it in there like that. I just kind of shove it in there. Okay, and then on the other side, we go across, make sure they match, and stick it in there. That's it. That's as difficult as it gets. Okay, so we have to, I was about to put it in the wrong way. Then I just put it down on top. So see how all of our flip-flops are going in the same direction. See, they're all going in the same direction. And that's because we didn't twist it. This is what the new kit is. It's another gnome, and it's just born to be free. It doesn't say USA or anything on it. I mean, it does have patriotic, but it's very cute. Okay. So I'm going to put this one in. I want my tail to be just a little bit longer because I might curl it a little bit. So we did 2 loops here. So I'm going to do 1 loop with this. Okay. Make sure it matches. So after the initial one, after the initial loop, I'll kind of just measure the other loops to that one. Okay, see, and I have lots of that left. I always do at least 1 full roll in case you want to do like mini bows on it. Okay, so I slide my zip tie under. I just get it started, pull it out. my bow maker away. Okay. And I can see where it was, so I just kind of pull it around, start to tighten it a little. And then I want to start pulling it out. Gently. I don't want to pull my loops out. I just want to kind of arrange them. I'll go ahead and pull my tails down. Pull my loops out. Okay, let's see. No. No. Hold on, I just gotta get a pipe cleaner. Here we go. Alright. So once I have the loops about where I want it, I'm just gonna run my we'll tie right through. Okay. And then I will leave this in. I'll leave the zip tie in and hold the pipe cleaners while I fluff it. So to fluff it, what you want to do is first with your tails, you want to put your hands under it and start making it curl like this. Like that. Just like that. So you see how it gives life to your little tails? Like that. And then for your loops, you want to kind of turn them back and forth like this. And if you used a zip tie, they're not going to come out. I use zip ties because if I have trouble, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pliers and I'm going to use my pliers to tighten it. Okay. What this does is it breaks it from the center. So in other words, it won't have all these little lumps in the center here. It stops that. See, and there's the bow. And now I can clip off a little zip tie thing. Alright, we got our bow. Now we can get our sign. Okay. Isn't that pretty? This is my new favorite right here. This little, like, ribbon with the... I love it. Okay. Sign. So this is a beadsmith. It is just a metal hole punch. I usually have them in my shop. I'm out right now. But you can get them from Amazon as well. And it just has a little point right here and a little hole right here. So what it does is it just pops a hole in the corner like that. And they're small holes. So this one is Lord, I can't read that. I'll have to get my glasses out in a minute and tell you how many millimeters it is. But so I just do the corners like this. Like that. I like to use this. This is 26 gauge wire. Y'all look, I need to get some more. I'm starting to run out. It's very thin. It's hard to see when you're in. It's really not hard to fluff right if you will use a zip tie and then do the action where you're pulling it back and forth, or use a fluff box. There's nothing wrong with using a fluff box because you're going to eventually get to the point where you won't need it. And for a fluff box, you just need something heavy that has a hook and a nail on it. Okay. Okay. So you just put your wire right through that hole. And then I fold it in half and tie it right in back of the side. Like that. Okay. So twist. I do make most of my signs, but some of my signs come from my cubbies, or I just find one that I just have to have. But I started doing it so that I could have more freedom in how I do my kits. Okay. I'm just kind of moving stuff out of the way. Alright. Alright, here we go. I'm going to kind of bring it back up a little. So now, options. So we have options. We can do top with the sign at the bottom. I like that. We can do side to side. Or you can do middle, bow at the bottom. Oh my gosh, I get the metal from so many different places. I don't sell this fluff box, but this is what a fluff box looks like. Lord, if I can get it up. Alright, so this is a fluff box. It just has a hook in the middle and a nail at the end. Well, my nail's not there. You can see how much I use it, right? But you just tie your wire or your pipe cleaner around here, and then you tie it around the little nail, and then you can fluff it. We'll have to do something with the fluff box soon so I can show y'all what I mean. I like this line on the bottom too. So let's do that. Alright. So when you're putting a bow on, you want to decide if you want the bow to kind of be level with your wreath, or whether you want it to stand above. So if you want it to be level, you go in between a tie. So that means where we tied everything in. Yeah, she's back there. She's sleeping. Her favorite thing. If you want it to be fluffier, you put it in between where the ruffles are. So where the ruffles meet. Okay. I'm just tying it. And then I'm just gonna tuck it under. And you always have to refluff just a tad. Alright. I can take this and curl it like this. Oh my gosh. I love to make these things curl. It's funny. I have to tell y'all something funny. So, my niece, she's actually married. Well, she's my niece by marriage. She texted me the other day and said that her and her girl, she has little girls. So they're like 2 and 4, 5, 2 and 5. And she messaged me the other day and said, well, I decided that we needed a wreath on the door, so I got on YouTube to look up how to make a wreath, and I came across your videos. So her and my great nieces watched some videos and then made a wreath for their door, and it turned out really cute too. Isn't that funny? Okay. So I'm going to tie, so what I'm doing is I'm putting one tie under here and one tie here, and I'm meeting them in the middle to tie it. Okay, same thing on this side. So I just take it, I'll slide it behind the ruffle, and then I'll slide it behind the ruffles on this side. Oh no! yes, I'm going to put, I have the ribbon kits, I just have to list them. So now that I've seen that everything is on its way, I can list them. Okay, so you can see in the back here, here's where the ribbon is. See, I tied the two ends together, and then I'll just tuck it around the frame. Oh, thank you, Sally. I also have a whole bunch of watermelon ribbon left, so I was going to post that too. Like a whole bunch. I don't know how I ended up with so much, but I did. So. Okay. This ribbon boards, they are at Burlap Boutique, and it's B-O-W Boutique. Okay. I always have to shake it. Yep. Thank you, Owl. All right. There it is. It's all done. Kind of pull that aside. So what we think? I love this one. I really love this one. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I will definitely list. I'll list them tonight, Angelica. I just gotta go down there and count how many I have. Thank you. It's too bad I didn't leave the one I made last night up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need purple ribbon. I'll see what I have. I know I need to get and list some ribbon. I just haven't. I've just been a little overwhelmed. Thank you. Susan, you always say that. Let's see, you have made about 20 wreaths and you were looking for ribbon. Everything's closed in your area. So I would look on Trendy Tree, that's online, and I would look at Deco Exchange. Yes, I will, Linda. And I would look at the wreath shop. So they're all still shipping. So that's where I would look, because they should have something that you should be able to find. I saw Owl. Okay, so you want me to talk about my design group. So my design group, what we do in the design group is we do wreaths, we do florals, centerpieces, we do swags, lantern swags, we do signs. I know, Craft Outlet keeps shutting down, I know it. We do, oh, Kathy, I got your cow. I'll have to show y'all before I go. We do signs, so we do sublimation and cricket. And I know I'm forgetting something. I mean, we do all kinds of stuff. We do all kinds of mediums. Do you think Deco Exchange is expensive? I would check out the wreath shop, because I think their prices are very similar to Craft Outlet. Oh, General Wholesale, that's right. You can check out General Wholesale. Thank you, Johnny. I always forget about that. So anyways, we meet twice a week. So we do both Sunday, which is a Zoom call. And what that means is we all get to see each other and we can talk. And we always do a bow on Bow Sunday. And we do all kinds of projects. Oh, we did the glitter tumblers. We've done mason jars. Just anything and everything that I think will help you increase your craft or to have more things to sell. So we do those. We've done several of the bike wheels. We did a wagon wheel. I'm trying to think what else we've done. A lot. Of course, you always get to see everything that's we've done from the past. And then we have a live on Thursday night in the Facebook group. And it's a great community. I mean, you can post your stuff in there if you need help with anything. We do laugh a lot. And we always laugh at me dropping things off of my table. So, because that's a thing. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite thing. That and my business group. I love my cubbies. And we do have Cubby of the Month. So Cubby of the Month gets, I talk about the Cubby of the Month and stuff like that. We didn't do one for April, but we are going to be doing one for May. Thank you. It's okay. We've had a lot of stuff going on with my family and my dad with his surgeries and stuff, so just kind of got a little overwhelmed. But I'm doing good now. We're back on track. The boys are almost done with school. We're like weeks away. So I'm doing good. It's much better. So, yeah. And then, of course, all the stress caused my Bell's palsy. Because that was fun. Yeah. Oh, and I also showed them how to, like, take a pre-made wreath and jazz it up. Oh, let me see if I can find that thing from Kathy. Hold on. So I think this is what we're going to do Sunday. I just got this. I mean, how stinking cute is that? It's a cow. And I have one of those signs that says, hey girl, hey. And I thought it would be a lot of fun. I got the bike wheel at Sim's Pottery. But they have them at Carolina Pottery and they're online. Look at this. It has a little tail. Look at that. We're doing something with that on Sunday. I'm so excited. It's so cute, isn't it? Thank you, Ava. So this is from Santa Marta Designs. And I'll have a link for this on Sunday. In case y'all want to get one. This is gonna make a cute wreath. So. Oh, awesome. I know, right? Don't you love this cow? I'm obsessed. And I'm not even into cows, but I love it. Alright, and she's a cubby, Susan. So, you know we like to support each other. I know, right? Aren't they cute? They're so cute. And they have little tabs on the side to tie them on with. So, and I have some cow ribbon. So we're going to have fun. It's going to be fun. I haven't decided what mesh we're using yet, but I do have the black mesh with the little white stripes on it, so we might use that. I don't know. I have to decide. So. Oh, did she get... You know what, Vicki? My mom has had Bell's palsy twice as well. She sure has. I still have a little bit in my mouth and a little bit in my eye, but it's much better. Oh, the sign? I got the sign. I think I got the sign at Carolina Pottery. It just says, hey girl, hey on it. It has a couple cows on it. Yeah, it's so cute, isn't it? I love this. She's been getting into all these little plushies, and oh my gosh, they're adorable. The cow came from Santa Marta Designs, and she has an Etsy shop. So my classes are on sale right now, actually. Thank you, Joanne. So the design class is normally $14.95 a month, but right now it is $10 a month for 3 months, and then it goes back up. The business group is $19.95 a month. Right now it's $14.95 a month for 3 months, and then it goes back up. If you get them together, then it's $29.98 but it's on sale for $20 a month for 3 months, and then it goes up to the $29.98. I keep it low on purpose because you don't need to be spending a whole bunch of money when you're trying to get your business started. Sims Pottery. I do get excuse me, I do get a lot from Sims Pottery, but the sign actually came from Carolina Pottery. Oh, I know, she's making a pig too. I know, right? Thank you, Linda. I know, they are so adorable, Kathy. I'm gonna have fun making this. We're gonna have fun making this. So this is what we'll be doing Sunday. Alright, awesome. I live in Lexington, South Carolina. Sorry, y'all, I get hot and get thirsty. Good night, Debbie. Alright, y'all have a wonderful night. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Oh, it's so much better having y'all in front of me where I can see. Yay! Okay, I will see you guys in 2 days on Sunday. And don't forget, these are going really fast. So if you want a kit, make sure you go out there and get it because it's going really fast. Like half of them sold in the first day. Oh, I know. I love the gnome. You got your nurse sign. Cool. You don't have to do both classes. You can do one or the other or both. It's whatever you decide. Okay? Good night, y'all. I will see y'all in 2 days. Bye, y'all.